Hey everybody, welcome to day 2. It's our first mental workout. We're going to get right into it and lay the foundation for a strong mental game. First thing that I want you to understand is there is no change without awareness. If you are not aware of the way that you're thinking, how can you change the way that you're thinking? How can you improve the way you're thinking? You can't. So the first step to improving our mental game is going to be becoming more aware of the way that we're thinking. Over the course of the next couple weeks and the next few mental exercises that I'm going to give you, you are going to gain awareness through repetition. Just the same way that we build muscle by cranking out push-ups, pull-ups, or lifting resistance on weight, is the same way that we're going to build strength mentally, through quality reps, through asking ourselves tough questions, and through being honest with ourselves to create more awareness about what's going on between our ears. I want to share with you my favorite quote. And as we go through these mental workouts, I encourage you to take notes. Write down these things, and especially write down the things that really stick out to you, that are pertinent to you. My favorite quote, and it's perfect for mental strength and the mind game, is the key to success is to confront and conquer your weaknesses. Okay, in order for you to be successful, no matter what you're doing in sports, or for the adults that are on here in your careers, is you first have to confront and conquer the things that are holding you back. Mentally, these things are called limiting beliefs. And these things can come in several different forms. In the form of thinking that you can't, or thinking that you're not strong enough, or thinking that you're not smart enough for a job, or that you're not worthy enough for a job. These things are called limiting beliefs, and these things is what holds people back. But a lot of times is we're not aware of these things, and our minds are not aware of the patterns that we are thinking. You see, between our ears, just like the wiring in this building with these lights, the same thing happening in our brain is we are wiring patterns each and every day, thought patterns, habits that we're wiring. We're wiring these things each and every day. Some of them are effective and some of them are not effective. You can probably think of maybe bad habits that you've formed over time, and when you become aware of them, you're like, oh my word, I just do that without thinking. Okay? That is a pattern that's been wired into your head. That's a pattern that it's now wired together, so those things are firing together, and those things are just coming about unconsciously. We're going to break down those things and start to wire really good patterns. In order to wire these really good patterns in our brains, we first have to lay a foundation. And the foundation, the 3 core principles that we're going to build on, we're going to build all of our mental work off of, is first, the ability to stay present. Okay? Stress, anxiety, depression, we hear so much about that in our world today. And those things are caused by either thinking too far ahead in the future or worrying too much about the past and things that mistakes we've made, or things that have happened in the past. Things we can't change in the past and things we can't change in the future. We need to be right here in the middle, in the present, and focus upon the things that we can control, which leads me to the number 2 core principle, is give your attention to the things that you control. Control the controllables. It's what I'll say over and over and over again, and you'll hear me say that probably each and every Tuesday and Thursday when we do our mental workouts. Control the controllables. And then the last one, number 3, is give no judgment. A lot of times we are our worst critic. We're our worst judge. And if we are always comparing ourselves to Mr. Joe over here, and we're always thinking, if I could just be like him, if I could just be strong like him, if I could just be smart like him, then I would have it made. When you start directing your thoughts to comparing and judging other people, that takes you out of your mental zone. That takes you out of staying in the present, and that takes you out of giving your attention to what you can control. And so I want you to write those 3 things down, and I'll put it right here in the description, the 3 core principles. But I want you to first start by becoming aware and choosing one thing, one area mentally that you need to focus your reps on, okay? For example, if an athlete comes in here and they have super strong legs, but their upper body is very weak, as a coach, okay, I'm going to address the weak points, and I'm going to bring those weak points up. You've all heard the saying that you're only as good as your weakest link. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So mentally, we're going to start breaking down these links in our chains, and we're going to strengthen this chain. That's what becoming stronger every day is all about, okay? And so, well, the first thing that I want you to do today, I posted earlier the 30-day goal sheet. Okay, I want you to go through that, and I want you to set a physical goal and set a mental goal. Now, you may need some help on this. If you do, please reach out to me. I'll help you design a goal. But I want this to come from the heart, and I want you to really take some thought and think about this. How can I improve and be more present? How can I focus my attention more on the things that I control? And how can I eliminate judgment and not living in that judgment zone? Okay? So, your assignment, 2 things on the 30-day goal sheet. I posted that document. If you look in the documents section of our page, you should be able to find it there, or you should be able to scroll down and find it as a post in the group. I want you can rewrite that form or you can print it off, and then I want you to fill that out. When you filled that out, I would love to have you share that with us as a group. And together, we can all help each other improve in these areas. And the more vocal you are in sharing the things that you're working on, the stronger your army is of support. The more support you have in working to accomplish something, the greater likelihood you have of achieving this, okay? Announce your goals. Announce the things that you want to improve and get better at, okay? So, your mental workout today is going to stretch yourself, but these 3 core principles are going to lead into everything that we do. So, create your 30-day goal for what you want to accomplish mentally, and your 30-day goal for what you want to accomplish physically. We're going to build on these things, and on Thursday, I'm going to give you a scorecard that's going to help you kind of understand where you are mentally. But first, we got to understand where we're going. Become aware, think about where you want to go, what you want to accomplish, and then let's get to it.